not February, I'm sorry, y'all. Last month on the 4th of July. But he didn't decease until on the 5th. But I have good news. They caught the killers Saturday just passed. And 7 years ago, I lost my other son, Robert, to violence. He lost his life because he went help some guy fight, and he didn't even know the guy. So the guy seen my son a month later and shot him at a bus stop, and shot him in the back and killed my son. But I got justice for him because he's in jail doing 85 years. So I got justice for both of my sons.
All right. All right.
And God bless all of y'all in here, everybody, okay? I don't know y'all, but y'all feel my pain. But I love all y'all anyway, especially Ms. Scott for bringing me here.
Yeah.
And like she was saying, I lost contact with Miss Scott years after my first son was murdered. So, but I'm back with her now. So, God bless all y'all.
Hello, my name is Harold Gaines, and I lost my son Jamal back there in the white tuxedo, January 19th, which was Martin Luther King's birthday. It was on a Saturday. And I have a lot of anger, but I also have 3 more sons, and 2 of them as minors, and the 15-year-old was with his brother when it happened on Post and Fillmore. And the good Lord is good. He gave me custody of my son after that happened. And I instilled some values in my sons. I wasn't a deadbeat dad. I raised 2 grown sons, and they've been products of San Francisco. And now I got to raise 2 more, which I have no problem with that. My dad was there for me. I was blessed to have a father and a mother. And I'm passing that on to my sons. Even though me and the mother are not together, that's not going to stop me from raising my kids.
That's right.
And they need their father, also their mother, to guide them, to plant their seed, to give them stability, to give them a foundation. And that's where it starts, this guy, at home. And this morning I had to go to court for his murder. And they found the courtroom, the trial starts September the 9th. And he said there's no doubt, they got evidence that he did it. No doubt. And that took a lot of wear and tear off me for the justice system to have repercussions for this young man. He's done the crime, he needs to do the time. And that's how I look at it. He not only hurt it himself, he hurt my family. My young sons had to have nightmares. I had to hold him, give him attention like a mother would. I'm a mother and a father now. And we stand in the studio. But I'm still going through the steps of getting us a bigger place. Showing them that life is not over with. You got to do these steps, you got to walk this road. And sometimes you got to walk it by yourself. But the Heavenly Father, He would never forsake you. And I believe that. I believe that. No human being can fill that void but God. No matter what they do, they can't feel it. And He had eased that tension of hurt, that tension of revenge. And I'm putting it all in a positive position of doing things to help Miss Scott, help the family, help people in the neighborhood, show them that just because I'm a black African American, I don't have to go out and have a revenge.
That's right.
Raise these kids to be products of everlasting life as far as being in touch with themselves and being able to be products. Hold your head up high. Don't let Jamal's death go in vain. But it's not through violence. He was almost a doctor. They presented me with the plaque in February. He was a radiation technician on his way of being a doctor. The smartest kid in the city college, the counselor said. You know, and he devoted his time and effort of being a better person. And they hated him for that. They were jealous of him. That's why they killed him. There was no other reason why. He didn't harm nobody. He was a founder of senior citizen food bank in the neighborhood. He donated time at West Pacific. He was going there and he was doing volunteer work for the radiation technician. That's how he got his certificate. He eternity.
And we have his certificate.
Yes.
We have his certificate because he was the first young man in the Second Chance program at City College, which we're fighting for City College. I don't know if you saw us on TV the other day, Paulette and I and my grandson, we were fighting for the prevention of City College being closed, because if that closes down, that's gonna cause more violence. You're taking away a service from poor people whose only chance to get an education is through City College. And Jamal finished a diagnostic program, which to be a physician, and we are doing a scholarship in collaboration with the Second Chance program in Jamal's honor, because other young men, he encouraged them, inspired them, and now they want to become doctors.
Hi everyone, my name is Christina Coleman, and my kid's father was murdered. He was chased down this very street in 2007, September 2nd. They called us killers. They went to jail, but they got off. They got out. They roaming the streets now, right now today.
We know that's painful.
It is.
Yeah, because a lot of that's one of the things about healing for our families in our nation we've had to deal with. And some of the mothers can tell you in this room. We've had meetings where mothers whose sons killed the other mother's son, the only place that they could come was to our healing for our families in our nation, to sit at that table. That was the only safe space that they could come. And they would prepare them for court when the court came, so that when the trial came, this family sitting on that side and that family sitting on that side, so that the tension, the police didn't know how to do that. Law enforcement don't know how to do that, but we did. We did, and we'll continue to do that to strengthen families. Because we tell the mother and the other mother, you didn't do this. You're a mother. You don't need you being enemies. We're going to get you both through this. So that's some of the work that we do. Any other mothers in the room? We didn't hear from you. Denise.
Oh, Mattie calls me Denise. My name is Teresa. My son was Hashim, and he was killed in 2010. And I'm not going to say too much because it's too hard. It's too painful. It's too much, He's gone, and I'm still here, so I need to just take the life that I still have, be a better person, be a mentor for some of the youth, some of his peers that are still out here suffering, and be there for them, because my son is gone, but they're still here, and they still need help.
Yes. That's everything we do in healing for our families in our nation. We work with the perpetrators. We work with the perpetrators because we know that hurt people hurt people. And so we've been in San Quentin prison for the last 5 years, Elizabeth. It's been a powerful program at San Quentin with the group called No More Tears. Some of the perpetrators in that program now are part of the problem, the solution rather than the problem. And now they have partnered up with us and helping mentoring young folks, even on the inside and even when they get on the outside. So I'm going to ask the young man to come up. Henry, come on up. Before you come up here, I forgot one more parent who lost a child.
My name is Shirley Simmons, and I've lost 2 nephews, but I lost my daughter to suicide. And I kind of knew about the Healing Circle, but I wasn't active with it. And then Mattie invited me to a few events, and I joined. And I'm also at New Liberation Church. And so it made me, step out more. I know the Lord. I love the Lord. And I know that he's a God that sits high, but he looks low. And he said that he'll never leave us nor forsake us. So just as a people, we do have to get out there because you know, this young man, Valerie's son was like my son. Jamar was like our son, and it's just that I just happened to be in the midst of the friendship, you know, the death, the love, and you kind of don't know where you belong, you know. But me and my husband, we minister, Mr. Ronald Simmons, we minister at juvenile. So I've had an opportunity to talk to the young kids and everything. Well, we can't talk to why they're there, but we just bring the word of God and let them know that, you know, they don't have to be there. You know, God loves them, and just different things. And when they get out, there's an outreach number for them. So we've been doing that for a while. But the Healing Circle, knowing my sister-in-law, has really made me step out a little more, you know, to be able to stand, because I'm a crying person, but I'm trying to hold up. I'm trying to hold up. And when my daughter took her life, it just, you know, it blew my mind. But I didn't get the help that I wanted, per se, for her, because they said she was over age. So I kind of lost confidence, but I didn't lose my faith in the Lord. And I said that I would talk to different people and minister out. And the people that the people that I ministered to have come back, and this is from juvenile. So I'm pleased with that. It was 3 young ladies that me and my husband bumped in. They're like, Mr. Ronald, Mr. Jordy, remember us from juvenile? And so when you have faith and you step out, you know, God's word don't come back void. It does not come back void. So through the Healing Circle and you know, having doing different things with my sister, it made me strong. I was kind of shy a little bit, but I did it. You know, we walked, you know, for Val's son, you know, Stop the Violence, you know, More Peace, and it really was a good thing. But sometimes you be scared to do different things, you know. But with the prayer and the strength of all of us mothers, and I know that I didn't lose my daughter to gun violence, but it's the same thing. Death is death. Yeah. And I feel you, and I miss that precious baby every day. But I have to stand. I have to be strong. And with God, you could do that. You just hold on to God and changing hands. And you know, I know them days we all grieving, and I grieve, you know, and then, you know, I have my happy moments, but, you know, we just stick together and do whatever I need to do for the suicidal. Maybe I can, you know, help, you know, in that situation, because I know I wouldn't be standing right now without the Lord, you know, but I have other children, you know, so, but I just say, stay prayerful, and God will see us through.
And one thing that I want to, I know our new organization is Healing for Our Families in Our Nation. I know everybody still say the Healing Circle, that's a good thing. But I just wanted to acknowledge that it's now Healing for Our Families in Our Nation. I know that's hard, but we're gonna get through that. And one thing I want to say is that what we're training parents to do in Healing for Our Families in Our Nation is parents that are hurting, like Shirley. Shirley now gives help to after-school kids. So now she has another daughter and another little son that they go pick up after school and they mentor to. So that's what we're doing. We have mothers now.
I forgot about that.
Don't have any other children. That was the only son that was lost. So now we're partnering those children up with Sojourner Truth Foster Family Service Agency with the kids that need a mother or a father, or need a mentor or a mentee. So those are the kind of developmental services that we're doing with Healing for Our Families in Our Nation. And I did say Henry, I would like Henry to come up from No More Tears, so Henry can share a little bit about how we met and the wonderful things that we're doing together.
Hey, my name is Henry. I'm part of Healing for Our Families in Our Nation. I met Scotty, Jerry, Elizabeth, and a lot of other people inside of San Quentin. I had a life sentence of 16 to life. November 23rd, Santa Monica Pier. I ended up stabbing a guy 11 times after being basically like tortured by this dude. I didn't know he was drunk, but he just wanted to fight somebody that night. And I'm from Los Angeles, South Central Los Angeles, so I grew up in blood gang neighborhoods, and I don't have brothers, so I used to, whenever I would fight, I would always get jumped. You know, everybody would jump in. So, long story short, last time I got robbed, I made up my mind that night. Literally, I cursed God. You know, I literally looked up at the sky and told God, if you can't protect me, the next dude that try to hurt me, I'm gonna kill him. And about 6 months later, on a double date in the Santa Monica Pier, minding my own business, this dude decides that he wants to talk to the girl that I'm with. She tells him, that's my man. He says, I don't give a F. I feel like fighting anyway. I said one word to this dude. I said, I don't want to fight you. And he took that as a weakness, of course, and began harassing me, threatening me. He had a 2-year-old son. He was telling his 2-year-old son, this is a bee right here. You're going to watch your daddy beat this bee's ass. Then he started spitting on me, literally. And so I'm walking, and I'm thinking of all the stuff I've been through, you know, throughout my life, watching my mom being abused. I had a lot of guilt behind that because I couldn't protect her, and a whole bunch of other crap. And I'm just walking. I'm like, why is this always happening to me, you know? And it was ironic because I looked up at the sky again while this guy was literally spitting on me, and I said, God, don't make me kill this dude. I knew I didn't really want to do it, but I knew I was going to do it, you know? And so we get to a certain point, and he's like, are you ready to fight? And I'm not responding, and he starts arguing with the girl. They stop arguing, he walks away, and I'm thinking it's over. So I'm just looking for the bus to come, and the bus is not coming. And the guys start coming back, and when they come back, his cousin is playing like he has a gun. He says, I'm gonna bust on you dudes, and I'm like, oh man, they didn't want to got guns. So I put my hand in my pocket, slid my knife in front of my sleeve, and I'm just standing there. I'm not even tripping off of him, I'm tripping off his cousin who said he's getting ready to shoot me. I find out in court they didn't even have a gun, he was just fronting. They had been drinking Old English 800, you know, his blood point average was .26. I didn't know this dude was drunk, you know, but long story short, yeah, I stabbed him in front of his 2-year-old son, you know, and I stabbed his cousin, and his cousin tried to come to his rescue. Because I thought he was coming to shoot me, like I said. I hated that dude, even while he was dead, you know. I felt that he had ruined my life. I was my mom's only son. She started using crack because I was locked up. And I had a lot of, you know, I used to go to the board, his family used to come inside, and they used to call me every name. I wish you were dead. I wish you had the death penalty if I could pull the switch. I mean, they used to just let me have it. And you got to just sit here and take all this. You can't respond back to the family, you know, you just got to take it all. And so I used to just sit there, why won't anybody speak the truth? Why won't anybody say that he was the harasser from the beginning to the end? You know, but none of that mattered. But anyway, how I learned to forgive him and to forgive myself was by the Healing Circle. When they first started that in San Quentin, the inmates who have committed murder, we were very scared of people coming in because we felt they were coming to judge us. And they were kind of scared of us because they thought that we were, you know, not going to like them for whatever reason. And long story short, when they used to walk around and tell the stories, it really helped me to realize how much pain that they were going through. And especially when you hear a lady talk and it's as if her son or daughter was just killed, you know, the day before, and it's like 6-7 years later, you know, it never goes away. So that started making me reevaluate my way of thinking, you know, and I started saying, regardless of what the situation was, I took somebody's life. You know, he can't come back, I'm still breathing. You know, even though I got life in prison, but I'm still breathing. You know, so I started really looking into myself, and my heart started softening, you know, back up. And so the Healing Circle makes you make a promise inside. If you're going to be a part of the Healing Circle, you have to get out and do work, you know. So when you get out, you got to keep going. You got to make a promise to stop the violence in any way that you can. So that's what I've been doing. I got released last year, 23rd, and I was blessed enough to get a chance to go speak at Berkeley a few times, spoke at a few schools. Me and Mattie do peace marches, you know, in San Francisco, Silence to Violence walks on City Hall, stuff like that. What I'm really looking forward to doing, or what I'm hoping to do, is to speak to juveniles that are still got that anger in them, that anger that I used to have and don't know how to release it. You know? And that's a major thing. And like with this 4th of July, it's funny, like I'm 46 years old. I've seen the transition miles because I didn't want to throw back to LA. So when they were outside, the fireworks going off, I'm on the floor. You know, my roomie's laughing at me. And I'm still shell shocked, you know, from the gunshots from junior high school.
See, that's PTSD.
You know? But I understand that, you know. And But I'm just blessed to be in a situation once again that I was given a second chance, you know, to get out here and really do the work and to really show. You can never say, there's nothing I can say to that family. You know, they want me dead. You know, basically, they want me dead. And so there's nothing I can ever say. But what I can do is do what I've been doing through my actions. You know, so people that know me, they know what's in my heart. They know what I'm about. They know I wasn't in no gangs. I didn't do drugs. I graduated from high school. I was on my way to service, but I couldn't take being beat. I couldn't be the victim no more. And I made a promise to myself that I wasn't going to be the victim. But there was a chance when that night when this guy was doing all this stuff to me, a police car did roll by, and I had a chance to go flag that police officer down, be like, yo, I need some help. But being raised in that Melrose belief system, you can't snitch, you know, you gotta handle your business, be a man and all that crap. You know, of course I know better now, but a lot of these youngsters, they don't understand that. They think you gotta handle something. They got a new gang out here. I just heard about, they said everybody in that gang has to have a gun at all times. And if they get caught without a gun, they get blasted on by their own homies. So these youngsters out here are on like some super way of stuff, you know, so you gotta keep your ears to the streets and know what's going on. And I try to talk to them and tell them, you know, you don't want to experience the pain of being locked up and your mom dying, you can't go to the funeral, you know, and it's just so much stuff. I remember my mom got beaten one time. She sent me a picture while I'm locked up. And I had to wait till my cellie left out the cell so I could cry because I don't want him to see me as weak. You know, you don't want to be locked up when your family needs you. You know, so that's what I try to tell them. I don't try to hit them with no scared straight stuff because they're not scared. You know, I hit them with what's real, man. You don't want to be locked up when your family needs you. You know, you could be, everybody's always watching you. All my cousins used to watch me. I didn't know that. Everything that I did, they emulated. I used to be a little break dancer in the 80s. My little cousins used to break dance. Everything that I did, they did. When I went to jail, they started gangbanging. You know, I got 2 of them locked up. I just found out once in Mississippi with 18 years for beating up on his girlfriend. You know, so you don't know that you're a role model, that somebody's always watching you. So it's very important for you to always do the right thing. So that's what I try to tell them, you know, I got a million stories, but I'm not going to keep going. I just want to thank you for allowing me to be here. And all I can do is just, you know, just give, you know, just give in the way that I'm giving. And my heart goes out. And I know a lot of you mothers in here, you never got to hear anybody apologize to you. You know, a person that's taken a life. And even though I don't know any of you, I give you my apology. Because I know you really hurt me. And I apologize for whatever that's worth. But for whoever will accept it, I apologize for your pain. I apologize for your faults, for your nightmares, you know. And I can't understand what you're going through. I never will. But I apologize. And thank you for allowing me to be here.